Welcome to
Damn,
episode
bro.
what?
You all right, man? Your energy level on that one was like,
High or low?
it was very low right
Oh,
there,
what? Oh,
bro.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, man.
I apologize.
You
Hold on,
can't be a you can't be a conductor, bro.
let me give you guys that energy. I'm sorry. Sorry, I literally been driving all day, so this stuff like I just got home to sit down and relax. So yeah. Uh what's up guys? Welcome to episode 34
There
of
you
the
go.
Unlaced podcast. I'm your host or co-host, sorry, Chris. Here with me is my host Gabe.
What
What's
up,
up? How you
y'all?
doing?
I'm doing splendid, man. I'm doing splendid.
Splendid.
Yep, yes, sir. I got refilled. Having some food before this.
See.
It's been a really long day. Now that I think about it,
Bro.
you ever like have those days where you kind of maybe wake up earlier than you intended to, or like you had early things to do early in the day, where you make it to like the late half of your day and you're like, fuck, I did all that already,
Hmm.
or I did that. That's how I feel today.
Bro, I woke up today at 8 and I'm just getting home.
Yeah,
I've
it'd be
been
like that,
literally
bro.
behind the wheel of a car from 9:30 all the way up till about 5.
Yeah, because you transport drugs, so I imagine that you'd be on the road for a bit.
Allegedly, I work for the cartel, but I
Hmm.
can't. That
And it makes sense. You're a good decoy.
yeah, I play the role perfectly. All
They're
I
like,
do.
how could we be more inconspicuous, bro? How could we be like, they're not
I,
gonna think we're the people?
I
Let's
make a
hire Chris of
I do a
Unlaced.
podcast every week. That's it.
Yeah,
Why would he be transporting
exactly,
drugs?
though.
Like that makes
Mm-hmm.
no sense. Um, what's up, guys? Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you to all our listeners and thank you to all our viewers, all our listeners on all stream platforms. If you want to become a listener, please subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Anchor, any place that does podcasts. We are there. If you are a viewer and or you want to start viewing our podcast, because sometimes we have visuals, it's like that, it's easier to see things. Check us out
Yeah.
on YouTube. Look up Unlaced on YouTube. We'll be right there. Subscribe.
Bloop, bloop, bloop,
Let
bloop, bloop,
everybody
bloop, bloop.
know that you guys are joining the Unlaced family. We really appreciate it. um Everybody, please, while you guys are listening, stop, like the video.
Hammer
If you
time.
haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you're commenting right now, let us know how much you love us. Just comment below how much you love us. If you're
Le-
listening, just give us 5 stars right now. Just give us 5 stars. And then, if we underperform for this podcast,
Yeah.
drop it back down to like a 4. Nothing less though.
I'm
We are no less than a 4-star podcast, honestly.
not gonna lie. Last time, like earlier in the week, I was listening to our podcasts on Spotify,
Mhm.
and I was like, damn, this is what I sound like. I was a little soothing. Okay,
You got
okay,
you got that warm hug voice.
yeah,
There you go.
definitely.
That I think that's why people like, if you're driving late nights, don't listen to this, because Gabe will have you like, just like, I just want to get in bed and just go to
Oh
sleep.
wow,
Yeah, see, you can't.
you're
You
gonna
know
think I'm the Calm app, bro.
that
I'm like,
use our podcast as a calm app.
there you go,
This is
bro.
your wind down.
Get us a view, wind yourself down,
You know,
and
listen to
then
us talk.
probably be upset over some shoes that we bring up, and then you realize that's what we go through every
Yeah,
day.
exactly. And if you guys also want to check out our podcast or anything clothing line related, go to unlaced.family.
Mm-hmm.
If you, as you can see, this nice hoodie I have on. You guys have seen the lavender one, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
finally in my black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, y'all like that? Y'all like the
Mm-hmm.
way that looks on me? Yeah, this looks nice. This feels right. This feels right. Um, Everybody I've talked to that has this hoodie says the
Yeah.
most comfortable hoodie they've ever put on. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys know now. We will get into it later, but
Yeah.
we got some stuff dropping for you tomorrow or
Well,
yesterday.
by the time
When you listen to
this
this
will be up,
yesterday,
okay.
you guys would have
Okay.
this would have dropped yesterday. So if you're listening to this and you haven't copped and you didn't know, you might want to get there now. Link will be in the
Yeah.
bio below.
Cause we're
Unlaced.family. Make sure you guys go there, check out anything we drop, because we got a lot of
mm-hmm.
shit dropping.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are listening to this come to YouTube so you can see us because we will be uh previewing a little bit of what we got going on. But other than that, let's get into the show and then we'll get into that. Um Kanye
Let's
West,
do it, yo.
Yeezy,
My man,
Yeezus.
Kanye needs to just have an episode with us where it's just a sit down, bro, on some Breakfast Club with no Charlemagne,
Hmm.
and then just
We'll let him talk.
shoot the shit, cause my man,
We'll
clearly has
let
a
him
lot
talk.
going on.
He just hit a milestone. Also, I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna say plateau milestone. He is, well, as of now, he is a Forbes billionaire. Uh, that is being, I guess, reviewed from what I've seen.
No, he already made that list. I think what they're reviewing is his jump.
Okay.
Yeah, so his jump went from 1 to 6.6.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
yeah. So yeah,
Some hidden money came out of nowhere.
yeah.
Like, oh, look, I got an extra 5 bill just under the house. Yeah.
It's them royalties, man, and them
Mm,
percentages, bro.
yeah. So,
That's really what it is.
but yeah, Kanye West hit a milestone, and
Mm-hmm.
in that milestone, the conversation weirdly turned to Kanye West becomes makes $6 billion through
Yep.
Yeezy,
Yep.
which had a lot of comments. Gabe brought it to my attention. I went to Twitter to look at it because it was because I was seeing all the responses, which then and since turned into a conversation about Jordan and Jordan Brand and how come he's not like a super cajillionaire if Kanye can hit 6 bill with Yeezy. Why isn't Jordan at
Yeah.
a crazy number for Jordan Brand? But I want to stick with Kanye right now, because I want to get your thoughts on just Kanye as a mogul. I hope I'm using that word correctly. Uh, and just Yeezy in general. Like, well, I guess we could kind of talk
Um.
about his career as a whole, but what he's done for Adidas,
Mm-hmm.
partly Nike, and then coming to Adidas, and then what he does for the Yeezy brand, and how he's kind of
Mm-hmm.
now looking back at it, the conversation of did Yeezy jump over the Jumpman could be a good conversation.
It's a little valid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
So I would want to start there. Like, just give me your thoughts on Kanye West as his career, and then also Yeezy, what he's done for Nike as well as Adidas, and now.
All right. Well, if no one has noticed by now, it's clearly the Chris episode featuring Gabe, and I'm being interviewed on this
Mm-hmm.
episode.
Yep.
So I guess I'm the guest today.
There you go.
Um, so I guess most importantly, first and foremost, I'm a huge Kanye fan, avid fan. I think the little things that separate me from like maybe someone just thinking I'm as crazy as him
Mm,
is that I can also like sit there and say like maybe some of the things he did or maybe the things he said or maybe the things that he insinuated or implied or the this that and the third, whatever the case may be.
yeah.
um I'd been able to say like, okay, maybe that wasn't right, and I think that in turn has made me appreciate a lot more of him, in the sense of like, man, if you remove your bias aside, on how you feel about him on a personal level, like through him and his actions in his personal life,
Hmm.
and you kind of just look at the big picture solely for the accomplishments. um, it's wild, bro. It's like it's immensely unprecedented,
Yeah.
like what he's done um, in fashion.
Hmm.
Like there's Kanye, the very impactful uh music guy, and then there's Kanye, the very impactful like fashion guy. And it's crazy that he's reaching these like new heights and new levels of financial status,
Hmm.
because it plays into the whole visionary aspect of what he was trying to do and what he said he would do, and people, labeled it as wild and crazy X
Yeah.
amount of years ago. But it's like how someone may motivate you nowadays to um say, speak your affirmations, speak
Hmm.
them into existence. And
Manifest
maybe
it.
exactly, and then maybe like a few years ago someone would tell you, well, don't speak it out loud, you're gonna jinx it, keep it to
Yeah.
yourself. It's crazy. So if you look at Kanye being the outspoken individual trying to manifest back then, you can you could clearly see how much more he stood out just thinking that way early
Yeah.
on, before we as a culture, as a community, got to this affirmation point.
Hmm.
um so like, we labeled it as crazy then, and then he puts in the work, and then we see what has come, like, since those wild ass thoughts.
Hmm.
And there was always a game plan, I guess, and that's the shit that, like, I really really want to highlight, and like I really like find crazy. Like, he was just in those meetings demanding, 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 and
Yeah.
he got what he needed. And those were, like, what we're seeing now is a direct fucking result of that work style, that
Yeah.
work ethic, that whatever the case may be. um the man worked for where he's at right now, I
Hmm.
feel. um but like, his impact on brands like Adidas and Nike, I mean, shit, the Nike stuff just speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Like he was the first non-athlete for Nike. Was he?
For Nike at that time,
Yeah, right.
I, I,
He
I
was
don't
like
want to
the
say yeah,
first.
but I feel
He
like
was
he
the
would have
first
been
entertainer with an original, like, shoe or whatever.
with the original shoe. Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
from Nike. Yeah, okay. So he did that there. He obviously didn't do it first at Adidas,
Hmm.
but that's not to say that the Yeezy line that's happened through Adidas isn't the first of its kind either, because it
Hmm.
is in its own ways. Um, so like, he literally, bro, just hit a whole bunch of things in different categories all at once.
Hmm.
Um, whether it's finances, whether it's, business motivated, whether it's fashion, whether it's just trying to create more to get it into more people's hands,
Hmm.
whether it's multiplying production by however many and still selling out and still driving resale values. um like, shit, dude. When the all white Yeezy 350s came out,
Hmm.
right, there's probably like fucking so many pairs had no resale value. People are like, why are you releasing it? Why do we have an all white shoe? And then now it has resale value like $400 down the line. It's still going to get there, regardless of how we see it.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, dude, I could really talk about his impact in all the different levels all day, because
Yeah.
it's wild, bro. It really truly is wild to see it come to this point. Um, and shit, you probably may even see it yourself just reading in a comment stating that, damn, I used to say all these things about Kanye, and
Hmm.
now like I don't feel that way anymore. I've been
Yeah.
reading a lot of that myself.
Yeah.
um and even been reading, like, damn, he still got his vision out while potentially juggling a marriage that wasn't working for years.
Hmm.
Maybe, none of us
Yeah.
know, but
Of course.
there was that hypothetical also.
Hmm.
um and just to like really look back on the most general view ever, where you probably remember Kanye being in the news media outlets for X, Y, and Z reasons, whether it was for a dislike of your own, or whether it was the media painting him as this bipolar person,
Yeah.
or whether it was him taking that image and really making an album out of it. Whatever
Hmm.
the case may be, past that time frame, we're seeing the successes even with that.
Yeah.
So I think that's really what it's just taught me and showed me. You really don't know what someone can be juggling. You really don't know what they're going through
Yeah.
on any level, whether it's your neighbor, whether it's a celebrity, whether it's someone you look up to, whatever the case may be. You never really know, and to see these things still be accomplished,
Hmm.
I mean, how can you be mad at that?
Honestly, you can't.
How can you still speak down on how you feel on a personal level outside of how what he's done on a
Hmm.
accomplishment level?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I've been at. Good for him.
Hmm.
Unfortunate that he's doing all this at the same time as his marriage
Hmm.
coming to an end,
Yeah.
and all this. But maybe he wanted it, bro. Maybe like I saw a meme. I saw a meme the other day, and it said, it's crazy that the public will say that this is Kanye's fault
Hmm.
when it's her like ex whatever number failed marriage.
Hmm.
And I was like, damn, that's so true, because I mean, shit, my mind didn't even go there that she's
Yeah.
been through this so many times before.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, man, I'm happy for it. With all those words, I,
Hmm.
I I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just happy for where we're at. Good for Kanye to get a happy go feeling
Hmm.
W.
Hmm.
Because like I mentioned, I just see different people changing opinions and saying better things and
Hmm.
less aggressive shit, and
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah. Um.
You feeling, Chris?
For me, I think I'm kind of like parallel with you.
Mhm.
A little bit more. I can say I know. So I'll start off by
My bad. Hold on. Chris about to tell us that he knows Kanye.
I
Chris.
I have been called Kanye from middle school on, so I don't still don't get why how people see that because I don't see the resemblance.
Yeah.
But there are still people that literally call me Mr. West.
Uh-huh.
There's a funny story that I always laugh at because it kind of solidified it in my mind
Yeah.
because there's no way anybody could have set it up.
Yeah.
Like nobody could have set like, and if anybody that did set that up, and anybody that's listening to this that knows about this and did set this up, I hate you guys because
Hey, Chris
so
is infuriated right now.
so because it was more funny than anything because I hate being called Kanye because I
Mhm.
don't think it's I don't see the
No
connection.
resemblance. Yeah.
But and I also don't like being called Harden, but I feel like that's kind of like a passively racist kind of thing to say because I'm black with a beard. But whatever. Um, but so when I years back when I was with
When you were
my
making
ex
beats back
girlfriend,
then?
huh?
When you were making beats?
When I was in the lab,
Producer? Mhm.
cooking up for Drake, nothing was the same. I'm just just nothing crazy, but with when I was with my ex back in like 2012 or whatever, I think it was like 2012, and um we were at Americana in Glendale, and we're going into Forever 21. And so we had been in Forever 21 for a minute. Like we had been walking around, the mall and Americana. You know how the routine is. You go to the mall, you walk around, then go to Americana and walk around. So
Yeah.
we go walk around, and then we go to Forever 21, and she wants to try something on. So she go to the dressing room where I sit down at the little boyfriend area where all the boyfriends wait for their girls to finish trying on everything. And I'm on
Mhm.
my phone, and like when you get that feeling that people are like around you that you didn't
Like,
notice before,
uh-huh.
like you can feel that
Like
people
just
are
in
looking
general
at
around
you.
you?
Yeah, like no, like more of like a
Like a
presence
staring
that's
okay.
geared towards you. Like
Uh-huh.
why are so many people like getting close to me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of feel that weird, like it's like feel like it's like a big person is like walking up on me, and I look up, and there are five little kids with their phones out, like I want to say middle school ish, maybe a little bit younger,
Mhm.
all with their phones out, and I look up, this little kid, this little boy looks at me and he's like, "Hey, you're Kanye," and I look up and I'm like, no. And then there's this black girl behind them that was with them, and she was like, "I told you it wasn't Kanye." And they all
Oh
just
my
walk.
god.
I was like, "Get the fuck!" I was like, "Get the," because it was so funny because my girlfriend at the time, like didn't understand, like, because
Yeah.
that was a Pasadena thing. Everybody, like when I was in Pasadena in middle school, that's what people call me. She never understood it because she didn't see it. And
Yeah.
so I was like, I'm so mad because literally as soon as they walk away, she walks out, and it's like one of those situations was like, see, and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about, and it's like, but it's like nobody, like I tell that story and everybody thinks it's bullshit. I kid you not. Like it was just five kids.
Bro, you should just hit him with the yeah, I am, and should have signed something real quick.
Somebody said I should have, but I was like, what would I like? Because I wouldn't have known how to sign that
Yeah.
properly because I really would have tried to spell out Kanye in cursive too.
Yeah.
Like I was just, and I'm like, even if you would have saw me, because this is when he got with Kim, so it's like you see the girl I'm holding hands with is,
Yeah.
is not a Kim Kardashian, and no shot at her. Like that sounds so wrong. Not like a shot at her, but she's not Kim K's height. Like she's not her build. She like it wasn't like she's a skinny black chick that looks nothing like Kim Kardashian. And then
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, he looks like Kanye. Like, dude, I was wearing basketball shorts and a t-shirt. Like, get
Kanye.
the
Yeah,
fuck
just
out
like
of here.
that. Yeah.
Like, get out of here. Um, but with all that to the side, I have always been a fan of Kanye.
Yeah.
Not as much recently, and I will speak to that a little bit in a second. But I've always been a fan of Kanye. I always liked his music. I thought Kanye was somebody that I never got mad at the next Jesus Christ or whatever he had said in what was it, Vibe or whatever magazine that was. But I never got mad at that. I loved his music. I always thought that his music was stuff that could not, that wouldn't get, would be able to be listened to for decades on. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can play this for your kids, and you could just still feel the like moment and when that song, those albums that came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I still feel that today. Like there's albums I listen to, and it's just like, yo, that was a moment. Like that, like that was just a moment.
Bro, I feel
And
that shit all the time.
and it's crazy because he's in the middle of so many, the Kanye 50 Cent beef, or battle or whatever you want to call it. Like that was a moment. Like, yo, I'm gonna outsell you for like on first week record sales. And it's like you're saying that's a 50 Cent who is, right
At the
now
time, yeah, at the time
just
he
out of
was,
this
yeah,
world right now.
yeah.
He can't miss. And he comes out and just blows him out the water. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
that's Kanye for you. And so I always loved him, as an artist, growing up, and as well over the time as him growing up. And I kind of fell off of these last few years, with all the stuff that he's gone through and the things that, he's either put himself in or people have, kind of tried to create a narrative out of. I feel for him with the whole divorce thing because,
Mm-hmm.
you never want to see anybody get divorced, but you understand. Um, and so I think him as a person and as a creative in all aspects of his life, I think he's a genius. I
Mm-hmm.
will say, even with Nike, I was never a fan of Yeezys.
Yeah.
I've always said that. I've said that, and I've never backed down from it. I was never a fan. There have been a few that I liked, like appearance wise, but that's
Mm-hmm.
pretty much as far as I would go. I did say, like you were saying, about like making comments and seeing him get walked back. I did say when he first went with Adidas that this was not going to last more than 5 years, and here we
We
are.
are, yeah.
Here we are. Here we are, and billions of
Just for
sales
that,
later.
yeah, just for that, he made 5 billion on your ass, bro. While you, while you told him that 5 years wouldn't last, he made a billion
Exactly.
for you, bro. Every year, just for
I
you.
I told people like, yo, his like nobody's gonna want to buy his shoes. Like, look at their shoes. Like, look like socks. Nobody wants those damn shoes.
Yeah.
And I
Yep.
all I could do is be like, I was wrong. Like I was 100% wrong.
Yep.
5 billion times wrong. And
6.6 billion times wrong, bro. Come
6.6
on,
billion times wrong. Yeah.
get your shit straight, bro.
Uh, but the one thing I would never say is Kanye's creativity is out of this world, and what
Yeah.
he does for a brand.
Wait, you mean you will say, not
Oh, I'm
never
sorry.
say.
What will say? Yeah. He he what he did for the culture sneaker wise, like just if you look at just fashion and
Mm-hmm.
just when it comes to shoes and fashion,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we could find anybody that can get close to that with what he's did. You can
Mhm.
find people that are just, that big in the fashion world,
Mhm.
but you won't find anybody like Kanye where he created fashion as well
Mhm.
as being a fashion icon. I think
Yeah.
that's one of those things that I think everybody's going to take for granted. And I'm glad that I can see it now. Like I can really appreciate it and see like, okay, we remember the moment of Kanye, in the Jordan ones and what that did for the internet, what that did for social media. And it's like, okay, got to get those. Kanye in the infrared sixes,
And Kanye had everyone in skinnies, bro. Jordan ones and skinnies. That was Kanye.
exactly. And
That
so
was
it's
yay. Uh huh. Sorry,
and
bro.
so it's just like you have so many instances where you look at Kanye and say, okay, he wore this and people jumped on it. Leather pants, people were like, yo, fuck it, we're gonna try to see if we can rock that.
Mhm.
No, and the
Thank
Kanye
you.
with the unbuttoned shirt, showing the dad bod out fresh out the gate. Like, all right, cool. And you just can't sit there and not appreciate like what he's done and to sit back and see now, a $6.6 billion man for Yeezy. It's just like, and then I didn't know, and this is I did I don't know why I wasn't I don't know why I would be surprised at it, but like him owning 100% of Yeezy
Mhm.
is also a different level of like he
That's
know
all. That's all up here, bro.
he's going to bet on himself, and 9 times out of 10 he's going to win,
Yeah.
or not. Any honestly, 10 out of 10 times he's going to win, and if it's
Yeah.
9 out of 10, the one time that he lost was probably somebody else's fault.
Mhm.
It's just weird to see like you sit back and see what he's done
Mhm.
for Adidas, and then you see the influence that comes with it. Like he has that, and it's weird. It's totally different uh uh point, but like you think of like a Tom Brady.
Mhm.
Tom Brady, anywhere he goes, players want to go. Like if I can get to Tom Brady, I'm good, regardless if it works out or not. I just want to at least play with the greatest quarterback that's ever touched the football.
Mhm.
You see it now with the Buccaneers, where everybody's like, "Yo, well, fuck it, I'll take $2 million for 3 years. I just want to be able to catch the ball from Tom or play for a team that I know is probably going to get to the Super Bowl." I think with Kanye is the same thing, where it's like you sit here and you see he goes to Adidas, and then you start seeing everybody's interest shift to Adidas, and then he makes the bold statement, "Yo, Yeezy jumped over Jumpman," and everybody, even me, get the fuck out of here. Don't like get like who the fuck do you think you are? Like, do you see like this nigga is not on his meds.
Yeah.
Get him checked. Every blog was writing
Yo,
how
but that was a
crazy he was insane,
performance, though. That was a
bro.
wild performance.
And it was like that. Like again, it goes back to moments. Kanye has these moments, and it's not just in hip hop. It's fashion and
Mhm.
all these different things. It's just like you sit there, you're like, get the like, okay. I could probably find the tweets where okay, Kanye smoking. Get him like he's smoking something good. He got to
Uh
relax,
huh.
calm down. Like you're talking about Jordan now, one of the greatest all time. Like get the fuck out. And then now you sit back, you're like,
Well.
he might be right. Like if we might like if we really break it, like he might be on to, like he was on to something. And like you said, it might have been a manifestation thing where it's just like, I'm gonna talk my shit and I'm gonna get there. It's just when I'm gonna get there.
Mhm.
And I feel like now he's gotten there. And
Yeah.
I really just want to sit back and just kind of applaud him, like, like congratulations on everything you've accomplished. And
Mhm.
even though I may not be a fan of the things that you do in your personal life and what you do in the media and stuff like that, sticking strictly to like the sneaker culture, it's something that you can never not give him credit for, because you look at a Travis Scott, you look at a Virgil, you look at fucking at Lorenzo, you see these people that if you put them in a room is like, let's talk about somebody that got you to this point, like creative, like who do you look up to? Kanye is number one on, I would hope is on all their lists, is number one
Mhm.
on their list, because he's the one that kind of ushered in
I
this,
mean, he birthed them, literally, all of
he's there,
them.
he's like, and so,
He kind of, yeah, yeah.
like, and like a lot of people would even like, I don't think you could argue that. Like, if you are willing to argue that, you probably weren't. here for most of the moments and understanding what he did, because you probably
Yeah.
just came in the last couple years and are
Yeah.
like, oh, he's just a media whore, and it's like,
Yeah.
nah, like
Yeah.
it's way different than that.
Yeah. I don't remember, Virgil being Kanye's plus one, 15 years ago at Paris Fashion Week or whatever, like
Exactly.
things of that nature. A lot of those individuals were even in those rooms simply by being put there by Kanye,
And
they weren't.
you see it with like, I can remember like blogs posting pictures of the fashion weeks,
Hmm.
and you see a Virgil sitting next to him, or you see Lorenzo somewhere in
Hmm.
the vicinity, like in arm's reach of Kanye. Like you see, like you look at all these, you'll see them in every single fashion show. You'll see them somewhere around, a picture with them talking, so like that. And the sheer like idea of you being around them and
Hmm.
brands seeing that are like, well, if Kanye fucks with you and Kanye has you near him, okay, you must be onto something. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna scoop you up. And you
Yeah.
see that everybody's scooping up. Now Lorenzo is, back at it, is now at Adidas with with Kanye, working on Athletic and Fear of God and all that stuff.
Hmm.
And you can't sit back and think about like, yo, I wonder, like, yo, does Kanye have an office there? And it's like, yo, can I borrow him for a second? We might need to
Hmm.
work on something, because I feel like at some point we have to get some kind of, collaborative design on
No, yeah, of
something.
course, of course. They
And
can't be under the same roof and not
I'm
and
pretty
not
sure
be in the
Kanye
same
was like
room.
the first person that called his phone when he signed, like, yo, hey,
Yeah.
meet me in Wyoming. Like, like that's, and so, and then like, even taken away from that, like Wyoming, like
Hmm.
seeing, he basically turned that place into like his creative studio, like a big barn with posters everywhere, weird ass sketches that are like, yo, this is gonna be
That's the
something.
that's the Yeezy 10,000 right there,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Like, come on, man. Tony
And
Stark helped me with that one.
bro, and that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It looks like shit that like us who don't have like that eye are
Yeah.
like, yo, this, what is this? Like, and I'm
Like
scared to ask what this is gonna be.
like the Yeezy 1050, bro. What? I need it. No, that really is one of his next shoes dropping.
That's his next
Yeah.
1050.
Yeah,
Hold
the
on.
1050, the 1050 is a boot. It's a actual it's a boot with some layers to it, like some rubberized looking layers of some sort.
1050. But yeah, while that loads up and while I look at that, yeah. And so, uh, speaking of that, and like that being, its own thing, I wanted to add to the conversation about the idea of going back to the Yeezy jumped over Jumpman
Mm-hmm.
comment.
Mm-hmm.
um I think we both agree that that is, kind of a realistic idea to think about if we really broke it down.
Mm-hmm.
um but I wanted to talk about like the conversation that I had brought up, that you had brought up, and like people asking the question of, if Kanye is worth 6 bill off of
Yeah.
Yeezy, what must Jordan be worth off of Jordan brand?
Yeah.
And I will have to, preface this conversation by saying that, to my knowledge that I've looked up, I can't find anything that says that Jordan owns 100% of Jordan brand, because I don't think that's possible with
Yeah.
it being under a Nike umbrella.
Yeah.
Kanye owns 100% of Yeezy.
Yeah.
So that money is the money that I'm pretty sure is probably similar, still is very different when you own 100% of something
Mm-hmm.
to owning a percentage of something. And it would be the same like this show. We own 100% of this. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if we went to Spotify and did a deal with them, we would have to
They
give
would
up
take
ownership
percentage of
of
it.
this.
Yeah.
So they're getting a cut of whatever we would make or
Yeah.
whatever. Whereas now we can keep 100, whatever.
Which is why they don't have Joe Budden.
Exactly. Goes back
Yes.
because we had that conversation a few episodes ago about
Mm-hmm.
that altogether. But yeah, so I wanted to ask the conversation like that, the idea of that, because I think a lot of people just assume that because Jordan Brand is what it is,
Yeah.
that the money should just be kind of on an
Yeah.
automatic counter all the
Yeah.
way. But it's like
Yeah.
understanding
Ow.
what happens in a business when it comes to you not owning 100% of something, and understand that, yo, maybe either he's reached that, but he's not there,
Hmm.
or he probably there's no like he still has a few years to get there because of the fact that he still only owns a percentage of that.
Um, I mean, yeah, bro, it's literally just percentages. So like if I own 100 and you own 50, more than likely I'm gonna get to whatever the finish line is before you.
Yeah.
Unless you're making twice as much as I am, then we'd
Hmm.
be there at the same time.
Exactly.
Um, but that also means you're making twice as much work,
Hmm.
you know,
Hmm.
all of you doing twice as much simply because you own half.
Yeah.
You own half, or you're not owning half. So that's a good example to break down percentages. So that's really all what's happening here is or all that did happen. And unfortunately, like people get taken advantage of, bro,
Yeah.
in all aspects of life. And if you don't know your logistics on the
Hmm.
business end, you will be taken advantage of even more.
Yeah.
um
And we have to
and
assume because what was this 89 that this
yeah,
joint ban
yeah.
started, so
Hmm.
you'd have to assume that he doesn't have the
He didn't
leverage that he
know,
has
his mom didn't
now.
know, his dad didn't
Exactly.
know, the
Yeah.
people around him didn't know.
Hmm.
All he saw was an opportunity to be branded and
Hmm.
money, and I'm like most of us, we're gonna jump into it.
Of course.
And I'm sure Jordan didn't think he'd be the guy 40 years later,
I'm pretty sure Nike didn't think that. I think they were
yeah,
just
like
probably just banking on the moment and was like, yeah.
surpassing, arguably surpassing Nike in brand loyalty,
Hmm.
in sales, and this,
Hmm.
that, and the third. They're basically two separate entities.
Yeah.
But because it did start all the way back then, and because there probably isn't no uh like legal great legal foundation for Jordan,
Hmm.
um this is a prime example of what can happen to you if you get the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Jordan's is the short end, or
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
or the absolute like shortest you can get. He probably has like 49.99%.
Hmm.
But that's not the whole 100. That's
The
not even
Nike will still
50.
never get that leverage up, knowing that they own. Yeah.
Exactly. So for once you're in it, and to be in it for this long, more than likely you're not gonna get out of it, bro.
Yeah.
Unless like you can only imagine like how big of a rebrand it would be for Jordan Brand to only be Jordan Brand, because you would have to have your own tech cushioning
Mm.
and all that stuff. You
Own
wouldn't be able to use,
factory, own
yeah,
design team.
exactly.
Yeah.
You'd probably have to redesign some of the retros that include swooshes.
Hmm.
Um
But even then, I'm pretty sure Nike those
yeah,
owns
and
those
then
silhouettes
and
in
then there's
general.
probably that too. So it's just, I mean, there's no real solution to
Yeah.
the comparison, but I think if anything, it just shows how complex it can get
Hmm.
if you're in bed with the devil for this long, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I.
um but then that also goes to show, like, if you're on top of your shit, or even if you know a little bit more than the next person, all you got to really know is to say, like, I don't want to give up ownership or
Mhm.
anything along those lines, because you know in your head that how that can change trajectory for
Mhm.
yourself and your company, whatever.
Yeah.
um I mean, to some you might see it as losing opportunities, but to
Mhm.
others, your opportunity will come around when it comes around under
Mhm.
your circumstances. um and I think Kanye and Yeezy might be one of the greatest examples for our youth.
Mhm.
Really, bro. Like, if the young kids who follow this brand, Kanye and Yeezy,
Mhm.
if the young kids can follow him bouncing around from brand to brand, and follow, who he is as a person, his music, whatever the case may be, if they could at any point just be slightly inclined to understand why he's making what he's making,
Mhm.
or anything of that nature, um bro, you're literally just dropping a little sprinkle of whatever in here
Yeah.
that could sprout into the next mogul that's claiming 100% of their company, and the next, and
Can you hear my dog snoring?
I really can't, to be honest.
So I'll just
um
make sure because he's in dreamland. But sorry, I didn't mean to.
Hold
cut
on,
you off.
I'm trying to see if I can, but I don't think so. Yeah, I can't hear him.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, man, I think that is really the like the dopeness behind
mm,
this all. Um, it's just giving people an example of what can happen when you are trying to put yourself in the best position.
mhm. Do you what where do you think Jordan is at numbers wise? Like if you could just take a rough guessment of like where you think Jordan is at numbers wise with Jordan Brand. If you just looked
Um,
at just Jordan sales and what he would get, where do you think he would be at? And
mm,
it's hard. I understand. I know it's really hard because you
yeah,
don't know
bro.
percentages. You don't know how much he's getting, all that
Uh,
stuff out of that.
and I don't even know what those numbers on that scale look like, bro. To be
Yeah,
honest, like
yeah,
I'm over here like working with a couple dollars, like
yeah,
and basic information and basic knowledge.
yeah,
But yeah, to see a monster on that level, like yeah, I have no idea,
yeah,
bro. But I don't know. I is Jordan a billionaire now?
yeah,
But that was just recently, right?
yeah.
Like maybe
I think
within
it was
the
like
last
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, shit. If you
and
just
that's
want to look
counting
at
everything. That's counting
yeah,
everything right
so
now for
if you
him.
just want
Yeah,
to look at how old he is, how long he's been doing this, and how long it took him to get there,
it took him.
I think that's
Uh,
enough to show you really like how small that percentage is, kind of thing.
it took him.
Um,
It took him into his mid 30s of playing basketball.
yeah,
Uh,
you know
whatever he,
the
whatever
Hanes
the
commercials.
Hanes commercials,
Uh,
Gatorade,
Now he
Wheaties,
any money that he makes through the Bobcats, the Hornets.
the Hornets. Well, yeah,
Um,
both actually, because
yeah.
yeah, um, the sponsorship deals he has with the league,
Mm-hmm.
his shoe endorsement,
Mm-hmm.
um, all the different sponsorships he probably has. He sponsors a couple college football teams,
Yeah.
basketball teams, uh, all that just
Yeah.
to now, and then also now owning Indy
Mm-hmm.
500 team.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think that just showed someone like how long it took,
yeah,
and and to even put it in bigger but shorter context. I mean, we just had Kanye talk about being in debt X
hmm
amount of millions of dollars 5 years ago,
hmm
and now he's talking about being worth 6.6 billion. That is a whole six. That's probably like 6.9 or 6.8 billion turnaround.
yeah,
Um, so that in itself should show you how much of a difference 100% can make between
hmm
any percent.
and that, and like you were saying, like just the idea, and it's like I think it sucks also because like Jordan, when this all happened, like not knowing where Jordan would be back in the '80s to seeing where he's at now
Mm-hmm.
is kind of one of those things that for him it sucks because I'm sure he bet on himself to be a great player, um, but him having the ability not to be able to just say, okay, I'm just going to do this on my own, or I want to have 100% ownership of whatever you're doing with my name and my brand. Um, it sucks, but for people like a Kanye and people like anybody that's coming up, you
Mm-hmm.
see what happens when you see what would happen if somebody um, took a percentage of what you created and what you off of your creativity or your greatness or whatever. Kanye proved that it well, and it's hard because, of course, for us looking at people that are not, excellent at music and also just excellent creatively,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to say, oh, well, it's Kanye. Like, of course he's gonna be able to bet on him. So it's like, but at the same time, you have to understand that even hearing his story of how he got into music and what it took for him to even become Kanye in the first place, you have to still bet on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing what he had, because the what's the song called? Is it off Graduation, where he does the whole storytelling of how he even got to to um to Rockefeller and stuff. what's that song called? I'm sorry. I'm gonna look it up
Oh,
because I really want to remember it.
it's not graduation. It's off of his first album. And it's towards
Last
yeah,
call off
yeah,
of
it's towards
College
the
Dropout.
end.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
It's the
so
longest song on the album.
yeah, and so
Yeah.
even here, like if you like anybody that like wants to doubt somebody just because he's Kanye West of betting on himself, listen to that song and understand like what it took from him even to get to the point of being able to make music for us and for
Mhm.
us to be able to hear what he can do. Um, Gabe, and I always give you the credit in the world for this. Like Gabe saw what we could do
Mhm.
as a brand,
Mhm.
as Unlaced, and Gabe, when we had stuff offered to us, was like, yo, if we're here, there's only a certain, like, we're already figured out we can go here.
Mhm.
If we're getting stuff here, we know at this point we're going to be here at some point, and getting here on our own would be way more valuable than taking what we were offered here,
Mhm.
because it would take us so much longer to get to wherever that peak is, or wherever that milestone is. And looking now at what we're doing, and the pandemic, and all that stuff, hinders us, but still for us to be able to create, and then having the clothing line and having these drops and having all this stuff, it's different to sit back and say, well, what if we took everything that we were offered from the beginning? Because
Mhm.
we don't get here with that
Mhm.
creative creatively and all that stuff, like, because now it's on our backs to be able to just do what we're supposed to do and be great at it, instead of just saying, well, thank you for the help, we'll just ride your coattails all the way to the top. Like,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, we're not doing it on our own. So if that were ever to get cut, we don't know how to fend for ourselves at that height.
Mhm.
And I think us taking this route that we're taking now, I think, is the same as, it just goes into what you're saying, like us owning 100% of what we do and knowing that, yo, we're going to get to the point we want to get to.
Mhm.
All this is going to be just like a cakewalk. We can drop shit and it's a cakewalk. We we know everything that we do is going to hit a certain peak. Like, yo, we know this is going gold. We know that this is, going here with it. And I think for a lot of people, you guys, if you guys look at Kanye and look at that, like, like you said, take all that, him owning 100% of what he does and seeing where he's at now with that,
Mhm.
like, really take that in and understand what that means. Because at the end of the day, if let's say he stayed with Nike, I'm sure he would be
Mhm.
Kanye still. But do we get the 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 full creativeness of what he offered with Yeezy now? I don't think so.
Probably not.
I
I
honestly don't
think he
think we get
still would
anywhere
have.
close to it.
I think he still would have left because he wanted to branch out in that
Yeah.
manner.
Well, I'm saying, like, take it, say if he wasn't the type to say, I want to do this my way and on my own kind of thing, I don't think he gets anywhere close to where he's at now, of what he's created in the fashion world. I think he gets to a certain point, but it's only as far as Nike wants to take him. And I think that's where you see, and you see, like, him saying, no, I'm going to do this. I want to do this on my own. I want to do this my way. And
Mhm.
saying Nike's willing to give me the tools to be able to do it my way,
Mhm.
where I still have full control of what I do. And now you see he has built an empire just off of the fashion side. He's built his empire in music. He's built his empire in fashion. And you can't do nothing but applaud him for it. And so I also wanted to ask questions, because my
Oh,
whole thoughts on this,
my boy Wayne just got here. My bad.
the fireman.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
My thoughts of, because you kind of mentioned a little bit of, like, what would Jordan do if
Yeah.
he had to rebrand. And I think that was one of the questions I was brought up, like, what would Jordan, like, is Jordan, as let's say he only owns a percentage of the silhouettes that he has.
Mhm.
Let's say one of them does not include the one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think with the rebrand, do you think Jordan would be able to still be Jordan Brand?
Um, I think so. I think the most difficult aspect of staying as Jordan Brand as possible, in the sense of like what we know and what it would become. I think the most difficult aspect to that is not necessarily design wise, but it's tech wise.
Okay.
Um, and I say that because, like, for example, Jordan Brand right now is stepping into the trainer game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're revisiting the trainer game. Their trainer game in the early 2000s was atrocious.
Yeah.
The Trunners, but people
Mm-hmm.
still rocked them because they were Jordans, but they're
Yeah.
fucking ugly. I'm looking at my camera dead ass in the middle while I say this. Me and my FBI agent are locked in.
There you
The Trunners are ugly, bro.
go.
and they even gave people like hella of what do you call it when you cut your heel a lot? Like, just, you know what I mean?
Like just the heel scraping and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like hella people were getting that on their heels through that shoe because they had like a metal plate back there,
Mm-hmm.
or like plastic plate or whatever. Um, so right now they're re-entering this genre of kicks, and they're fucking killing it in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion. Like
What was it? The
they're
Jordan M2 dropped.
yeah, the MA2,
Yeah, M2. Yeah.
the Delta, and then they have another one. They're all really dope. They're all like in the middle between a chunky trainer runner
Mm-hmm.
and like just an everyday like dad vibe shoe.
Yeah.
Um, but
That M2 they just dropped this fire.
they come like the MA2 comes with the Air Max soles,
Mm-hmm.
and then the fuck, what did I just name the other one? The MA2 and the Delta. The Delta and the third model, I forgot the name of the third one. Those use Nike React.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Nike React is super comfortable, especially for the
Mm-hmm.
price point that a lot of those shoes come in
Yep.
at, compared to like an Ultra Boost at 180 to 200. These shoes, Nike Reacts, come in at like 90 to 150 or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. They go higher than that, but
Yeah.
you get the same comfort at the low end than you do at the top end.
Yeah.
Um, but what I'm saying is those models right there would be non-existent,
Yeah.
or they would require Jordan Brand to
Try to
either
recreate.
either recreate or buy from the same supplier if possible, because I
Yeah.
mean, I know the material that Boost uses, you can buy that from the supplier. There's a company that makes insoles with that same material,
Mm-hmm.
and then Puma used that material before Adidas did. So Adidas actually undercut Puma in that
Mm-hmm.
deal to get it before them. This is
Yeah.
wild. But yeah, that I think is the biggest problem, or would be the biggest problem for JB.
Because even then, you still go into the fact of, uh, uh, in a sense, blacklisting Jordan Brand. If he,
That
like,
could
let's say he
happen.
goes into, like, if you were to say like he goes in thinking now, okay, you know what, I'm doing my own thing. Nike would
Hmm.
be like, okay, yeah, we're cutting off all streams for you to be able to even get anywhere near the shit that we have.
Yeah, and then we might just see like some crazy experimenting
Hmm.
with JB, which might not be a bad thing,
Yeah, exactly.
but oh shit, might not be a bad thing, but may not be something that we like or that we're inclined to buy.
Hmm. Exactly. Um, yeah. With
They could, sorry, they could also um buy a smaller company, independent brand,
mm,
and completely take over their technology and just make that Jordan Brand hub or whatever.
yeah.
Uh, there's a bunch of different outlets they could take if that's really something they wanted to do.
Okay. Um, with yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all my questions. Um, is there any final thoughts you want to give on the Kanye West 6.6 bill?
Um, I'm assuming that money, the money that he already had and the money coming in is all
Hmm.
protected.
Yeah.
It's all protected in some prenup, type of arrangement. But I also don't think that Kim is in need of money.
Mm.
Holy shit! I just found this weird little gap in my wrist right now. Wow, interesting.
A gap.
Yeah, like okay, so on my right wrist, I used to have this bone that popped up right here,
Mm-hmm.
and I literally just noticed like this year that it's no longer there. Like literally, I would have a little bump right here that was my bone right there that would just
Mm.
protrude up. It's no longer there. Like if I would do this and you could see it, but it's not there. But now I'm finding a bump over here,
Like
which reminds me of
evolving.
this one, but but it's right here. There's a gap right there where I can feel it.
Gabe's
But
turning into an alien.
hey man, the reptiles is coming.
There you
It's
go.
time. It's time that you guys knew.
Okay,
You know.
2021.
I
Time to
mean,
time to
y'all
time
don't
to
even know.
adapt.
Y'all don't even know why Chris has a glare in his eyes. It's not because of the light. It's because he's trying to hide.
Mm. Why are you trying to tell
Mm.
them? Why are you trying to let
Hey
them know?
man, 'cause I'm trying to get off my back, bro.
Evolution is real.
Uh, but but yeah, yeah, man. I totally I cut myself off on that bump shit. I totally forgot what I was saying. God damn, cause that shit really threw me off, bro. Like, yeah, man.
Gabe's gonna go to the hospital tomorrow. Just let them know, like, all right, so yeah, our
Yeah, I got
bones
this.
supposed to shift in
Yeah, it's
wrist.
just fuck, man. I totally forgot what I was saying.
6.6 bill. Kanye.
Um.
Last thoughts.
Oh yeah, and Kim, yeah, Kim doesn't even seem like an individual that needs money or would seek that money. So, um,
Imagine she owns part of Yeezy after this, after that divorce settlement.
I mean, I think, you know, throwing it out there. I just think it'll be a peaceful one, bro.
Think so? She thinks she's
For
like, you know what? Fuck
for
your
what it
Yeezys.
for
I'm
what
good
it
off
what
of my own.
for what it was, you know, that from what we saw from the public perspective,
That promo was crazy.
um, from what we saw and from what we didn't hear in terms of things going sideways, and for us to go from not knowing anything to it being over,
Yeah,
I think also can kind of tell us that maybe they, you know, were able to talk things out on the back end on their own.
civil with it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm thinking that he won't be taking an L in that aspect.
Like, yo, I'm top tier in the music world. You're top tier in the celebrity world. Yo, we can just we're good.
We
Take
can
what
be
you got.
friends
I'll
now,
take
you
what I
know.
got. That's
I
all love.
mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was a little sour because he did say that he, you know, pretty much cut communication off
Hmm.
with her.
Who's just
Um,
living in Wyoming, just
so I don't
exclusively
know. I
together.
don't know if she like. I don't know if she forced uh, the the divorce. You know, maybe she was fucking hoeing around.
Mm.
But now I sound like Wendy Williams, bro.
How dare you, Gabe? How dare you assume that she's out here
Hey,
hoeing
bro.
around?
Hey, man.
How dare you
Hey, man.
assume?
I'm just getting my Wendy
What if
Williams on
Kanye was
today.
hoeing around?
I,
Just misogynistic, just misogynistic, crazy.
hey,
Cut it
okay,
out.
okay. Maybe he was, but I don't know, man. I don't know that Kanye seemed like he was in a situation that he truly wanted for himself as an individual, as someone seeking a family with someone that he enjoyed being with. I don't know, man, but he also ran away from one of his marriages back then too.
Stop.
So I don't really know, you know, what's what with Kanye and how he loves, but I hope it's good for him and maybe who
Yeah.
knows, maybe it's a return to Amber Rose, bro.
You think? You
No,
think he's
I'm
gonna double
kidding.
back?
I'm kidding,
You think
man.
he's gonna double back? Wait, what is Amber Rose doing right now? I haven't
She
seen
got
her in a
a.
minute.
I know she got a breast reduction.
Oh,
All I know. How do I know that? I don't
what
even
you
know
gonna
how
do?
I found that out. Yeah.
You
What was
you
I
searching
doing?
through Reddit, huh? You
I
okay?
was,
You're a freak.
I was looking
You're a freak.
on Reddit.
You're a freak.
I was looking at her hashtag. What's her hashtag? That's a joke. That's a joke. That's part of the joke.
Oh,
My bad. But yeah, man, it's you know, jokes about exes. Clearly, our viewers will see that that's not a joke. You know,
uh,
exes are in the past, and we don't double
yeah.
back.
We don't look back at exes, yo.
Okay,
It ended for a reason.
my bad, my bad.
Well, maybe sometimes it didn't end for a reason. Sometimes you have to grow up, you know.
I hear you.
Joyce Rice, hit me up.
Kind of hit us up, bro. We come through to Wyoming. We, we'll
You think if I try to get in touch with Kanye and be like, yo, can we do a podcast like he did with Joe Rogan, where he's like, yo, like, can I design a set? You think he'll let us do a?
bro, he'll just fly us out, and what the fuck? He doesn't have to design anything. We just shoot on the ranch.
I would. Oh, that'd be so dope.
Yeah, I know. We could probably shoot in like one of those tank little things that he'd be driving in.
That would be dope.
Yeah, everyone gets their own tank, and we just record through walkie talkies.
Hold on one second.
Hit it, yo. Uh-oh. All right, guys. So while for our listeners, who are audio and not visual, we currently have Chris right now giving his dog a few words. I think his dog woke up from the nap that he was in, and now just being a dog. And Chris is like, "Yo, bro, I'm recording. Shut the fuck up." So things are going down right now between a man and his dog. But we got Gabe here, so it's
Hold
all
on one
good.
second. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Give us 1 second.
Okay, there goes Chris going back again. All right, so as Chris does his thing, now if I give you guys a play-by-play, Chris has entirely left the room. He's left the frame. Well, his buttocks. Oh, now he's left. Okay, yeah, so Chris is completely left, and now it's just here on my own. I'd like to take this time to thank everyone who got us here, man. It's cool to still be able to do this. Um, so that's cool to thank you guys. What else? This might get cut out, so I'll talk about um, what can I talk about? Uh, oh, I'm gonna do some promo for the podcast. So look, man, Chris and I are constantly and actively seeking individuals who we think would be great to talk to. Chris is constantly looking on other outlets, and I'm constantly just hitting people up who I see on the gram. So if y'all want to be on the podcast, if y'all know someone that might be want to be on the podcast, if y'all see someone who you would like for us to even contact and ask them to be on the podcast, bro, let us know because this shit is hella dope and we enjoy bringing people and just chopping it up.
What are you
So I
advertising?
I just gave a promo on I gave a walkthrough to our audio listeners
Mm-hmm.
about what was happening to,
Okay.
and then I let everyone know that this possibly might get cut out. So I advertised, just people to fuck with us and and get on the podcast, whether they'd like to or whether they know someone or whether
Mm-hmm.
there's someone that they want us to ask.
Okay.
Yeah, just hit us up.
Well, whatever's Gabe said, ditto.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel the
Oh,
same
and
way. So
audio
yeah.
listeners, Chris is back. Is y'all? I mean, y'all can hear, but he's back.
Yeah. I'm back. Sorry, my dog was being an ass, so he's outside now.
I told you
So
guys. Told you guys that's what it
yeah,
was.
yeah. Um, I forgot where we were at. Were we? Oh, we were talking
We
about
were
exes.
literally we are
Yo,
literally
shout
just
shout out to Amber
moving past.
Rose. Get
Yeah,
that old thing back.
we we're moving past this,
Wait, don't she
and
have a kid now and married?
yeah.
And got like a tattoo on her forehead.
No fucking way.
Does she have a tattoo on her forehead?
Damn, she got her Yeezy, her Weezy on.
I could have swore
Hold
she had a
on,
tattoo on her forehead.
don't tell me that, bro.
That's hilarious if she does, if she still has it, or if that was fake.
Nah, she ain't got a tattoo on her forehead. But it looks like she just got her eyebrows done and they're a little too high. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding. Nah, but no, I don't see no
yeah.
forehead. Yeah, it ain't there, bro. I'm looking at her post right now.
Oh, so it's fake. So she was
Yeah,
bullshitting us.
yeah.
Damn. She pulled the rug from under us.
You already know,
Or she got
bro.
it removed because she knew. No, even in her, like,
Oh shit. No,
wait,
it's not
what?
real. Oh,
Is
hold
it?
on.
It's right there. Hold
Yeah, it is
on.
there. It is there actually. Oh yeah, it's real, bro.
Damn.
Oh yeah, it's real.
Yeesh. Yo, Amber Rose does OnlyFans? Yo, what the
That's
fuck is
literally
going
what
on?
I was really thinking in my head, like
uh,
my the
let's, let's see what this is talking about.
yeah.
This ain't loading fast enough, so I'm kind of upset.
Yeah, so
Um.
she got her monthly subscription is only $5 a month.
Oh, so
You
she
know,
she trying to she trying to she trying. I was about to give my secret away, but never mind.
she got 30 posts and she has 68,000 likes.
She raking that money in.
Yeah, but yeah, man, she's definitely has a kid.
Oh wow.
I don't know I don't really
Is
know.
this real?
Well, her OnlyFans.
Yo, okay. So I didn't subscribe, but I found some of the stuff that she's been posting. Yo,
So if y'all, so Chris is really the one on Reddit, by the way, you guys. It's not me.
why? First of all, why are you giving the secrets
Okay,
away? Let's start
okay,
there.
cause,
Secondly,
cause he told
I
me
refuse to admit that I was on Reddit.
cause he told me that I'm the one searching on the Reddit, but it's secretly Chris.
Hey, I put a couple people onto Reddit. Like, yo, hey, since it's out now, hey, yo, save y'all money.
Oh,
If y'all trying to figure out what's what's going on these OnlyFans,
oh my
um,
God. Hey man, if y'all
yeah,
want to look, what Chris is saying is there's people out there who make it a living to make it accessible for other people.
I'm okay. See now I feel so support your favorite artists' OnlyFans, but if you are curious as to what goes on in other people's OnlyFans, yeah.
Yeah, so
But I will
yeah, man.
say Amber Rose is if if she's showing that like without the little pay per view shit, and it's just $5, y'all might want to check that out.
Well then, so hey,
She bugging.
we're gonna need a not safe for work tag on this video, bro.
If we were showing something,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
we aren't. We're not giving content away for free. I'm sorry, but
yeah, yeah.
if
We
you
ain't
guys want to
doing
see
none
what's
of
on Amber
that.
Rose's OnlyFans, go pay the $5.
It's just $5, y'all. So if
It's
y'all are really
just it's just fine.
curious,
Or save that money because we got a job coming. So
oh,
say that
uh-huh.
five. That five adds up. Um, but yeah. So what we're we going to Kyrie. We're gonna talk Kyrie.
Oh, we talk shoes here. Oh, my bad,
Yeah.
my
Just
bad.
do an OnlyFans do an OnlyFans review segment.
Thank you. This episode is just gonna be called
Imagine
an
imagine our
NS.
views are more for the OnFans reviews than they are for the secret
Literally,
talk.
bro. We just got flag not flagged, but we got like I don't know how would you say that we got like highlighted or something
Oh, we
at
definitely got flagged. That's a definite flag.
oh, okay.
They're like,
And
yo,
what I meant to
watch
like
them,
if someone were
watch them.
if someone were to search like if someone were to search like OnlyFans reviews, we could potentially pop
Oh,
up.
we could cut that out. We could cut the
Nah,
comment
man.
below if you want us to do an OnlyFans review.
Thank you, bro.
But we only take
The
donations to do the reviews. So
the
you have to.
the unlaced lingerie podcast.
There you go.
There it is,
Send
man.
send us $5
Monthly.
monthly to for us to do an OnlyFans review. We'll review
And when you send
your favorite OnlyFans.
when you send your money, you gotta let us know who you want us to review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. There you go.
And yeah, man. It's gonna be like a gas pass or flip scenario, but with
Or
OnlyFans
flip.
accounts.
We got to change the flip.
Yeah.
We got to change
Gas
the flip.
gas pass or I'm gonna leave it up to the
Unsubscribe.
viewers. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Gas no, well yeah, I don't know.
Gas pass or man, I don't know. I think it's only gas or pass at that point.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
Okay. Well, if you guys send us $5 every month, we will review the Amber Rose
Mm-hmm.
OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
We'll become the official OnlyFans review. I don't think people do that too.
I don't want
There's a
to be
market
that.
for
I
it.
don't. No, I'm good, man.
You don't want to
Not
review some OnlyFans?
not on my credit card statement. I
Well, no,
don't.
yeah, you know, You don't want to read you
No,
you don't want them
me.
reading that back to you like you're some kind
Yeah, I
of
don't.
pervert.
Yeah, I don't want them to fucking tell me this
Like
shit.
why is
Yeah,
there
no.
15 consecutive OnlyFans payments
Yeah,
on
no.
your
That's
credit statement?
why. That's why.
The
Stay
first
away.
5 pages of your statements that you get back for the month are just OnlyFans transactions.
Yep. Nope. Mm-mm. Get them out of here.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, bro. There you
I'm on
go.
my way out of one of my banks anyway. So
Oh, okay. I
I
see you.
go out
I
on a last hurrah.
see you.
Like
Come
let
on,
them see
man.
that when they have to close my account.
Let them be like this motherfucker.
So you have 25 cents left, and here's your last monthly statement of all pornographic websites.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, OnlyFans, but I think it's considered a pornographic website at this point.
At this point, it should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They should
No
have to.
reason why not.
Yeah. But speaking of OnlyFans, Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving just tries on his shoes and lets you know what he thinks.
There are people that do that on OnlyFans.
There's OnlyFans is a wild place, bro.
There are people that literally just do everyday tasks on OnlyFans, and people are willing to watch, and they actually have a following for it. Crazy, but yeah. Sorry, now back. No more OnlyFans talk. Kyrie Irving. Uh, uh, Pictures got out last week, last week, of a possible colorway coming to the Kyrie 7. If you guys remember back in the distant past when
Mm-hmm.
we were all just young tykes in the sneaker community, there was a shoe that dropped that was insane. That really,
What is that back in the House of Hoops days?
yeah,
Damn. House of Hoops releases were ridiculous, bro.
that was a moment.
Mm-hmm.
That was a moment.
Damn. Damn. I really just remembered that
That was
after X amount of years of totally being
yeah.
erased from my memory banks.
That you just lived so far past it, but you just completely just forgot about that whole entire, just unlocked the whole memory bank.
Damn. House of Hoops releases, bro. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, that was Beverly Center House
Uh-huh.
of Hoops. Whew,
Uh-huh.
whew, it got crazy in there.
Hey
Um,
man, those what the MVP LeBron tens were a problem there, bro.
I I remember going in there and being upset that one of the chicks would not let me take the shoe out the display
Mm-hmm.
because I guess she was getting it, and so they were like, "Yeah, we can't find the other shoe for that, so it's just here for show." I was like, "Okay, you don't have to lie to me.
So
Just
y'all
say
just
what
want to just sell me the one shoe, then you
you
bastards.
know."
Uh,
But uh, KD when the KD4 Weatherman colorway
yeah,
dropped,
yeah.
I was not on board at first.
Of
I
course,
was not on board.
of course.
For some reason, I was like, doesn't like, I get it, but I don't get it. Like,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
then you see it in person, you get to appreciate it. Like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is what you're talking about. And so the KD dropped the colorway. What is the? I wonder what that's doing right now. I feel like it's dropped significantly. Let's check. Uh, let's see. Let's see. $2,000 right now
Well,
for a size 10
that
on StockX, I should say. Last sale was 600 though. Oh, those KD nerfs were crazy. Those were a shoe that I was into from jump.
uh
Jeez.
10.5 was the last sale was
Yeah.
$600, and highest ask is 980.
Yeah. Well, the highest ask is for a size 10 is for 2K.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah. But anyways,
god.
so that shoe has its own place in history in the sneaker world. And rumor got out and a picture got out of
Mm-hmm.
some Kyrie sevens in the Weatherman colorway. And as people of course do, of course everybody's like, nah, just retro the Weatherman, all that blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah. I will say I like the Kyrie 7
Mm-hmm.
with that colorway.
Mm-hmm. No, it's
And
hot fired.
I like it in was a mid to high top shoe
Mm-hmm.
that like just like I will I'll show you guys right now because
It
I'll
gives
put it on the
it
screen as well. But yeah.
with the higher cut shoe, it just gives more surface area,
Hmm.
more fucking s- the color blocking, just more
Hmm.
opportunity to have more color.
So if you guys take a look, oh
Bro,
sorry,
that shoe is hot
sorry,
fire.
yeah, sorry, sorry, my ring light's in the way. But yeah, you guys get it. You guys understand.
Yeah.
Um, go ahead.
No, I'm just looking at like how sleek the Kyrie 7 really is.
Yeah.
Like I think the Kyrie 7 almost reminds me of the Kyrie 2,
Hmm.
but trimmed down on like on literally like just carving the fat off of it.
Like the
Still keeping
midsole.
yeah,
Yeah.
still keeping some of the lines to the
Hmm.
shoe, but just like really
Yeah.
almost like how LeBron had the for the LeBron 8, 9 and 10, I
Yeah.
believe. He had
Yeah. Yeah.
the postseason version, the PS.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it literally looks just like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That actually that's the best. That's kind of the best way to put it. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah. So that shoe. It's rumored that that is a colorway. Does not say if it's going to be something that is coming to the public. I'm pretty sure it's something that is either that Kyrie's gonna pop up with one of these days. There's a possibility that Nike could be doing it. Usually, I I would say I want to say like nine, eight, seven, eight, nine, eight, 7 or 8 times out of 10,
Mhm.
when a picture like this pops up of that, usually that shoe is possibly going to come to market at some point.
Mhm. Mhm.
Maybe not like soon, maybe like in the
Mhm.
off season, stuff like that, or just somebody got really creative and decided to do a custom, and we're getting hoodwinked by everybody. But yeah,
I hope
um,
not.
yeah, exactly.
Because that's a really nice shoe. I mean, the Kyrie 7 in general has done really well.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
he's been killing it.
yeah, there hasn't been very many misses if any.
Mhm.
Um,
Only the sisterhood.
yeah, and every colorway that they brought onto this model, they've been able to make it work
Yeah.
for the model. So I really like the shoe.
So yeah, I want your thoughts as well. What are you
Um,
thinking?
I really like the yellow on the midsole. I
Hmm.
think that like especially compared to the KD,
Hmm.
um the KD Weatherman, it introduces the yellow in a different way. And I really like that. I think it presents a better contrast.
Hmm.
Because the KD4 Weatherman had it just a swoosh.
Yeah.
And here you have it on the midsole.
Hmm.
And I'm looking for a photo so I can kind of look at it as I talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Um, but overall, like I really like the shoe. Um, Yeah, bro. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
I'm down to cop.
Yeah. So
Oh, here
I.
it is.
Oh,
Oof.
are you looking at?
Yeah. That yellow is nice, man.
Yeah.
It's a good contrast up top,
Yeah. I
and the
think
liner. Yeah.
I think with the yellow in the midsole making because on the KD4 it being all black in the midsole,
Mhm.
having that yellow, like you said, kind of like separating a little bit of it
Mhm.
gives it a little bit more, I'm gonna say, space to kind of just flow. Because if the midsole was just all black, this would be not would not look good as a shoe,
Mhm.
because then it's kind of like, okay, are you like, because then you would say, then you would go back to the whole
Yeah. If
design
you
of just putting it in the swoosh. But most of the Kyrie sevens don't have a filled in color of the,
swoosh,
yeah.
they. Oh, here's better pictures. Okay, here you go. I found some nice ones, and of fucking course, the pictures liked by Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy, the resident
Oh,
Kyrie expert.
of course, this picture is liked by Jeremy, but the one I sent you has better angles and multiple pictures and stuff.
Yeah,
But bro, the Kyrie 7 is just a hot shoe.
let's
I
see.
really I really like it. Sheesh,
Yeah,
this
let's,
concepts one is fire, man, bro. Just give me a damn shoe.
honestly.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is a really nice shoe.
what? So uh, I
What?
kind of wanted to get into like everything because this so far as we know for right now would be technically a PE if he wears it, if
Yeah,
he even comes out with it.
yeah.
And that's what I'm going to assume as of now that this is either just something that they put together for him or something that they're, somebody customized or tried to test out or whatever. Um, I want to take just a thought on how the league looks with its PEs that have come out because like DeMar DeRozan has
Uh
been
huh.
killing it with the Kobe sixes,
Uh huh.
just insane. Same with PJ Tucker. Um, who else was having had
I
some
like.
good.
I like. I'm liking the. Not to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Um, and not to really address like PE specifically.
Uh,
But I really like, I guess, the camaraderie that NBA players are having amongst themselves
mhm.
when it comes to like wearing shoes or having a PE. I see a lot of people backtracking.
Mm.
So like Morant.
Yeah,
How do you pronounce his? Okay,
Morant. Yeah,
Morant.
yeah.
He's been rocking the Kobe 9
Hmm.
a lot. He recently just said that he ran out of pairs to
Yeah, he said
wear.
he. So I think he's going back to. They said he said he was going to go back to like mids to lows,
Yeah, so like
just
I
heavy ankle
mean
wraps.
just I don't know, man. I guess what I'm trying to say is like there's basketball players that are really identifying to certain shoes or really like trying to be more than just a dude with the Jordans on the court.
Yeah,
um like Langston Galloway. I saw a post that someone was talking about Nike bring back the Steve Nash PEs.
yeah, yeah.
And then he commented like,
Yesterday,
oh
right?
yeah, and he's
Yeah.
like commented saying he had those in his locker.
Hmm.
Basically, I'm gonna rock these soon or whenever. And I'm liking that aspect of trying to find some uniqueness, some
Hmm.
individuality. Playing with players, literally and figuratively, players in the NBA and players in the game overall.
Yeah,
You're playing with people who have the same accessibility as you. You're
yeah,
playing with people who money necessarily isn't an issue. You could buy whatever the fucking shoe they want outside
yeah,
of like PJ Tucker territory,
yeah.
and the next person next to you could be like, man, I could do that shit too.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm liking this aspect of different shoes, older shoes, no longer just being about the guy in the PEs.
Hmm.
He's rocking just regular general release
Yeah,
colorways.
exactly.
Um, PJ Tucker and DeMar DeRozan, those guys are um Nike poster
Yeah,
childs at this point.
yeah,
PJ not skills wise, but
mm,
because he cemented himself in that role
yeah,
for people like us to enjoy. I
yeah.
don't necessarily enjoy him, but a lot of people
Yeah, of
do.
course. Yeah, people get their kicks. No
A
pun intended. Get
lot
their
of
kicks out of seeing what he wears.
Exactly, a lot of people do. So Nike feeds into that, has
Hmm.
given him his own PE that released.
Yeah, they had a
So
whole blog about his decision on what brand he was going to sign with.
yeah, so he's loving it. They're loving it. DeMar DeRozan's been that guy. He was arguably looking to be the NBA player to replace Kobe
Yeah,
after he retired. Not
yeah,
with his passing, but after he
yeah.
retired, Nike was pushing DeRozan to be the guy for the Kobe signature line.
Hmm.
He debuted, I think, like the AD
Hmm.
and the Kobe some other ones. He debuted them.
Yeah, he was on. Yeah.
So I think he's no longer going to be that guy.
Mm.
Um, I think he's still one of Nike's best athletes,
Hmm.
but he's not the athlete. And that's a whole
Yeah.
different conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a real basketball conversation.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, I like it, man. Yeah, I like it, and I will. That's all being said, removing my bias,
Hmm.
because I ultimately don't like it.
Mm.
In the sense, it's tough when people can just buy a $5,000 shoe and play
Yeah.
a game in it,
Yeah.
because the only thing you really did is you gave you gave opportunity for the next seller to ask for 6,000. The one after him is going to be seven, eight,
Yeah.
nine, and that's how we're at these multi-$1,000 shoes.
But that's always been the market. You even back when eBay was the site to resell shoes, where
Mm-hmm.
you get a shoe and whoever's price
100%.
gets
You're
bought
right.
first
Yeah.
is the new
Yeah, you're
price.
right. But prices now, especially a high end, they dictate entire markets.
Mm.
They create this immense gap of inflation, bro, where now all of a sudden the market went from 100% people interested to 100% people who can spend $5,000.
Yeah.
Um, so it you're right, yeah, totally right. That's always been the name of the game, but it's never been to this point where it can dictate an increase of thousands of dollars.
And I think I think was it you or Miguel that had that brought up the point of, oh no, we was in the when we was in the Twitter spaces and
Uh-huh.
with Jazare and Sneaker Fetish,
Uh-huh.
talking about, because I think you brought the question up, I believe, about StockX, or when you were talking about the
Uh-huh.
Travis Scott ones,
Uh-huh.
about StockX and GOAT being, you know, pretty much the end all be all when it comes to sales, and
Yeah.
trying different ways and methods of, like, offer up and
Mm-hmm.
Reddit and stuff like that, trying to find, a way to kind of go to where the prices are a little bit more reasonable and people are not trying to be the highest seller
Mm-hmm.
on a platform.
Mm-hmm.
They're just trying to, either get the shoe off their hands or just trying to find people that are more willing to buy. Um StockX, I don't like StockX doesn't has never been has kind of been the brand that, because goat is, you can kind of see where goat's prices are, like, going back down to, like, kind of like a reasonable price. Like, if you sit long enough you can find that.
Mm-hmm.
StockX seems like it relishes in the point of people using their site as the place to determine what a price is for
Yeah.
a shoe. It
Yeah.
seems like that's they're celebrating that, like, oh yeah, yeah, we're this is the price for this shoe, and it's like that. Like, you see it with, the
Yeah.
emails, newsletters,
Uh,
and all that stuff.
a lot of it has to do with their AI.
Mm.
Their AI is really focused on putting it in your face, on what you have and what it's worth, or what you should get for it.
Yeah.
Especially with adding like the last sale,
Yeah.
adding the highest ask, the highest price, or the highest offer. Um, I shit you not. The other day, I was probably on the toilet. Not gonna lie, I was probably just like looking at this app and like, damn, bro, this app really functions like the stock exchange.
Hmm.
I mean, obviously that's been the whole point from the beginning, but
Yeah.
I'm now just um it's now being fed into my brain in that manner.
Hmm.
Like, oh shit, these really are numbers like stock. They
Yep.
really drive it down your throat
Yeah.
with that much intensity in terms of whatever it is, whatever the product is.
Mm.
So to I guess to support what you're saying, all that shit is intentional.
Yeah.
It's all there to really take a grasp of the market
Mm.
and make them the platform, kind of like how you were saying.
Mm. Can can a platform? Because I was thinking about this. I want to actually I was thinking about this when I was actually when the trophy rooms and, like, the 85 85s came out. Looking at the looking at how StockX moves, and
Uh-huh.
looking at how GOAT is not a, from what I've seen, and I'm probably just missing it, but GOAT doesn't seem like the type to, it doesn't seem like it's going off, it's taking cues from StockX, which it could, and it could become a higher a more used platform in that same sense, but it seems like they're just more of like, we will take the reasonable sales, we'll take the people that are just, this is built for people trying to find the best price, not people who are trying to sell for the highest price. And I
I
was
did
sitting.
feel that way. I no longer feel that way.
You don't feel that way anymore?
No, only because you are given the option of buying instantly at a higher price, which normally is equal to what is going on StockX, if not more.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I mean, they're still this plan B,
Mm.
So it's always gonna feel that way. I feel.
Could
Um,
is there and so that got to my question of, is there some, because I don't see anybody trying to knock StockX off that platform, and I don't think a
mhm.
brand single-handedly could. It would take a lot of moving pieces and a lot of people saying, yo, this is the platform to to get better. And I know that people are still just going to migrate to the new hot thing. So
Yeah,
it's always going to be kind of one of those things of just trying to beat the people before they get there.
yeah.
Um, but do you think that there's a possibility that we could find, because like now, like me and you are going back to eBay, where
Hmm.
eBay is like, never eBay's never been like the place where you see outrageous prices, but now it seems like the place where if you want to get the best offer for the best, like there are people that are willing to take less on an offer, that I've noticed from the shoes I bought, that people are
Hmm.
willing to take less for a shoe on an offer of like, yo, I'm selling for 450, and I could come at them with a, I'll do 375, and are
That
willing to
literally
take
just
it.
happened to me, bro. Some guy had a shoe up for 500, and I hit him up like, "Yo, are you negotiable?" And he
Mhm.
hit me back with, "I'll do 410." And I was like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like, that's $90. That's
yeah.
way. That's more than I was gonna offer you."
Exactly. And so
Yeah.
like I think now where we see eBay is kind of becoming that, do you think that there's a company, or I'm sorry, a brand or an app that could,
Yes.
in a sense, level the playing field,
Yeah.
like to a certain, to like a manageable extent, to
No,
where we're not looking at StockX as like the bad guy
I
for
do.
resellers.
I do only because I'm gonna create it, bro.
Okay.
I have an idea of what could work, and not necessarily like could work as a solution,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to introduce a different um maybe outlet
Mm-hmm.
um to giving people, price points and using metadata and better averaging out what you should really be paying for a shoe. Um and I think that's just gonna take a lot of just information. It's gonna take a an app that just processes a lot of information.
Yeah.
And whoa, and
Mm-hmm.
just like yeah, and just is able to give a shoe a value that
Mm-hmm.
takes in different sources,
Okay.
different points of sales.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, that also is very limiting because you can't really track a sale that's made in person
Yeah.
or made through OfferUp. Um, so it's still a bit like what is this? It's still in its infancy stage in
Mm-hmm.
terms of my idea. And shit, I'm definitely not the only one, and I might not be the one who puts it
Mm-hmm.
out. But I think that there's more of a consumer based for the people by the people type of outlet
Mm-hmm.
that can be created to help people better um I guess find their shoes, bro.
Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah.
saw we got way off topic, but I think it was a great conversation to have, especially with like what we're what we're dealing with now,
Mhm.
and how
Mhm.
um and also to, as a look forward to something like a lot of PE starting to come out, and a lot of people being able to have opportunities at these shoes that
Like the LeBron Hardwood Classic
yeah.
just came out.
And so it's like you see these shoes starting to become available to people, and people are willing to treat them excuse me, as the original and price them as the original. And to the point where we're at a point now where we're selling trophy room blue laces for $1,000.
Hmm. I mean, people. It's crazy because do you remember when people would sell Galaxy laces?
Yes,
I'm one of the
yes.
people that bought those laces.
Why?
I bought it for like $5 plus
Oh,
shipping.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
There were people that are selling the boxes,
Yeah, there's
the
people.
newspaper for the LeBron tens
Yeah, there's people. The yeah, dude,
or the
and
nines. Yeah,
yeah,
tens.
the All Star Game ones, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude. Like, so none of that stuff is new, but $1,000 for a pair of blue laces is pretty ridiculous.
like you could. All you'd have to do is save up one more check, and you could be able to get your shoe
Yeah, at
in
that
that
point
point.
you could buy a whole other. You're halfway from buying an entirely other pair of trophy rooms. You
Yeah,
know,
because they have
and
because even on StockX now they have broken down to
you're
the
better off. You're better off keeping that 1,000, sell your current pair, and then buy a pair with the blue laces.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's 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 weird that that's where we're at now. Where and like I can't even be mad at and it's weird because I can't be mad at resellers because there are people out there buying it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if people just weren't buying it, then
There
at some
wouldn't be
point
resellers.
there wouldn't be resellers. But there's always that one person, and there's people that have the means to say I could throw $1,000 at some laces,
Mm-hmm.
and that starts the chain reaction of everybody else saying, well, shit, if he bought them, then I should probably get a pair before they go up in price. And then that starts that snowball effect of now people are like, well, if somebody's buying for 1,000, I could sell mine
Mm-hmm.
for 1,500. And then now, then at some point we're gonna be sitting out there, and there's gonna be blue lists for $2,000, and there's gonna be a person just begging their mom or dad, hey, like you don't understand the importance of these laces, but they're important. like, like that's such a weird thing to think about. Um, but yeah, so we got way off track from Kyrie Weathermans to PEs. But it was a great conversation. I want you honestly I don't want to ruin
Always,
it by
bro.
adding anything else to it. I think that was perfect.
Always.
Um, Air Max Day,
Uh-huh.
March 26th.
Yeah.
Got any plans? Got plans of what you're wearing?
No,
What you giving them?
because the shoe I wanted this year for Air Max Day, um, has been a little bit elusive. You
Bacon,
know,
clout, or clot?
I mean, those are just shoes that I'm not even trying to buy.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
fuck that.
Okay.
Um, I mean, no, I still just want. I'm just a basic dude. I just want my Vapor Max Evos,
Oh, okay.
and ain't nobody fucking with me. And I mean, I
Mm,
know I could buy them now off like resale market,
yeah.
but I'm so past that shoe now. You know, like I'm so past the just want for it.
Mm.
Um, but if I do get that shoe for retail, that'll be the shoe I wear for Air Max Day, which is this week. So, um, it, I might not wear it. I might not buy it by then.
What do you think about the Air Max that they're releasing for Air Max Day? The
The
what's it? Uh, what's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Let me find it. Air Max One Evolution.
I gotta get some eyes on that one, bro.
Yeah.
Let me see what that looking like right now. Air Max One Evo. Is it a brown shoe? No,
No.
it's oh, okay, now I see it. It's like a what the almost.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I'm down. I don't really get it. I don't really like
So what I read about this was basically in a sense the history of Air Max or the history of Air basically. So it's a combination of different materials and pieces from past Air Maxes.
no, yeah, I kind of see that. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna rock the fuck out of this. But
And so like even on like the insole you can see it has like the evolution.
no, yeah, I see it. Um, I mean,
So
I
it
like
has
it.
different, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always one for wearing a pair of shoes that don't match. So,
They actually have on the sneakers app, they have a guy that breaks it down or the designer breaks it
I don't waste time on that app, bro.
oh Oh, sorry.
My algorithm is broken. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter what I do.
Mm.
Like,
Okay, yeah. Well, me, this is actually my plan. I'm trying to get this shoe for Air Max Day.
but the thing I hate about that is that they don't even release shoes early so you could wear them that day. They
Nope.
released them that day for that
That's
day.
why I'm gonna hope that somebody drops them
Uh-huh.
somewhere at Chic up here,
Uh-huh.
Foot Locker up here. I might even just I might do the hunt. I might bring it back, do the hunt. Victorville, here I come.
Victorville?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
not that far from
all right.
here. Yeah,
That's further up north?
like east. Honestly, yeah, actually just east from here.
Okay, okay.
Uh, but I like yeah. This is the shoe I want for Air Max Day. This will be my actually third time celebrating Air Max Day that I could think of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really because what ends up happening is I always forget
Uh-huh.
and I end up in like some 12s or something like that. And usually Kixology would be the one that would let me know because then I would see her post and be like, oh shit, fuck. I was completely off.
To be honest, I think I've been wearing the same pair of Air Maxes the last 2 or 3 years.
Which ones?
My denims,
Oh
the Air
yeah,
Max
yeah.
90 denim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still a nice shoe.
I mean, I have other Air Maxes. Like I just recently cleaned them all actually because they've been on my to clean list and I've
Mhm.
been putting them off. Uh, and now I'm back to the stacks in my closet, literally all the way, like the whole door aisle thing
Mhm.
is I can't look past it now. I literally open a door and it's up here. Um, so yeah, man, I'm just trying to get rid of some shoes while
Hey,
buying more.
hey, you. I'm waiting for you to put them up because I'm still mad that I couldn't be the one to get those 11s off you.
They're too big for you, bro. That's why I'm getting rid of them. And I'm mad that I wore them because someone was willing to take that and cash for a
Wait,
Travis.
what size?
Those they're an 11.
I could do a 11.
I mean, I'm sure you
I could do
could,
a
but
11.
I guess.
I could do a 11. I gotta try. I'll come try them on because I don't
I
want to be like swimming around in
I
those.
see you,
But
bro. No, yeah. I don't think you'll be swimming, but yeah, they just ran big. So I
I
mean, I
wear
still
the
have them. They're still in there.
I wear the little dry fit cushion socks too. So
Nah,
there's
you need like
the
elites,
elites.
bro. Yeah, you need elites,
the
bro.
the 2013 elite Nike
Yeah,
socks.
bro, you
Yeah,
need those back in the old warehouse, you know?
yeah,
The
yeah.
old Joe Schmo warehouse.
Sheesh.
That West Coast Joe warehouse. Get in there, bro.
um. Well, yeah. So I think we
What up,
come
what
to the end
up?
of the show. It was a pretty light week.
Yeah,
And mostly because we have drops coming.
this is true.
So we busy.
Mm-hmm.
We got shit we got to talk about.
Yeah.
So um I have all of our stuff right there.
Uh-huh.
So I was thinking we can give them a nice little sneak peek
Oh yeah, bro. Do
of
your
what's
thing.
or what's drop. Well, honestly, well, no, we're gonna say that we're gonna show that in a clip for the drop. Give them a
Okay.
breakdown of what's dropping. Let's just give them an update now of what's come. So everybody that has not known what's going on yesterday, because this is
Uh-huh.
Wednesday, if you guys don't know what's going on yesterday on Tuesday,
Yeah.
let them know, Gabe. Let them know what they missing out on.
So yesterday, I gotta speak past tense.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday we released two shirts and we restocked on the hoodie that Chris has on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And um we also got a jacket, a windbreaker jacket. Um, so the jacket comes in three colors. It comes in black, and a military green,
Mm,
olive color, and then a blush pink color.
mm,
All three jackets share the same design and design colors. It's called the Soul Providers Windbreaker, and then we have the Soul Providers T-shirt, which is the same design, just placed up front on the chest pocket area.
mm.
We have the T-shirt comes in red, blue, and yellow. I mean, those are just generic colors, but the colors are more, detailed than that.
Yeah.
Um, and then that shirt showcases the design that I said, but it's just one color as opposed to on the jacket it's two colors.
Mm,
Um, what else? What else? We brought back the original Unlaced T-shirt. We brought it back in the black and white retro, because we haven't had a black and white T-shirt in some time, and we haven't
mm-hmm.
had an original retro in some time. So why not? Everyday tee, black and white, boom, OG logo. So we have that. We have those three items, well, four items, but three new ones. Well, two new ones, a retro and a restock.
Yep.
Um, and yeah, hopefully that's enough to hold some people down on the website. And if it's not, then you gotta wait until the next drop, which is in the works already. So it's not like it'll be long. Hopefully in the next month and a half or so, they're in production, if not even better in hand. And it'd be fucking great. But that's what we have right now that we released yesterday. By the time this episode is up and you guys actually hear this, who knows what we'll have left.
Mm-hmm.
So if any of that sounds of interest to you, I strongly encourage you and urge you to at least hit the website, take a look, and make that decision for yourself. Because the last thing you want to do is see someone or us or repost someone who bought it and be like, damn, I want that. I hit the website and it's gone.
Yeah.
Uh,
Y'all gonna see me
oftentimes,
wearing them too. So.
oftentimes and not, that's really the case. Like that
Mm-hmm.
really happens. People really ask us, like, hey, do you still have this, that, or that? Brand new people follow us and like, hey, do you still have this? Like
Mm-hmm.
these things really happen. And as much as I would love to have an infinite amount of inventory on our website for everyone to buy, uh, that's not the case. And I mean, if people do like streetwear and follow other brands, bigger brands, you guys all understand that things do sell out.
Mm-hmm.
Things don't get restocked. And, not to say that that's what we aim to be,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, we produce what makes sense for us, what we're able to manage. We scale up each and every time, and each and every time more and more people come out to support. So, um, trust us, guys. We are doing more. We are
Mm-hmm.
printing more, but we're growing. The fan base is growing. Returning customers keep coming back, and that's like the greatest shit ever.
Yeah.
There's
Thank
people
you
out.
guys.
There's people out there that have one, two, three, four, five different shirts. Like it's ridiculous, dude, and not negatively, but it's just ridiculous to see that, bro. Like,
you it's crazy to see when people treat it like a Supreme drop where they have
mhm.
like all the different box logos and show all the different unlaced logos or unlaced items that they have. It's really dope.
Yeah, bro, and like they, yeah, they do treat it in some fashion of needing to cop because they
Mm-hmm.
understand that they've seen these things come and go. We've been fortunate enough to not really have um a time of being stagnant with
Mm-hmm.
what we come out with. And I think that's a testament to what Juan and myself and Matt and even Chris. Chris be chiming in more times than not.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't
we
know this
get
fashion shit, but I try my best.
and it's a testament to our vision and what we see as working.
Mm-hmm.
Because just today, I think today was the most reactions we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
um and I'm just excited to have it out now, man.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I kind of just want to, yeah, say the kind of ditto to what Gabe said. Um, like he was saying, we get a lot of people. So people that are listening to this now, that are new listeners or old listeners, um, if you haven't copped or haven't checked out the website, please check it out. Bookmark the website. Um, I I want to start getting a type of newsletter out to people
Mm-hmm.
so that you guys
Mm-hmm.
can kind of get a head start on knowing what's coming. Um, and I know that you guys love to wait till when we drop, and you guys love what we drop, and love doing that. And I understand that there are people that aren't able to get their hands on certain things that they really want.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like Gabe said, don't wait. If there's something that you like and there's something that you see that you like, go get it. There is no ability to hit us up, uh, a week after or a few days after something sold out and be like, hey, you guys still got this? Like, if it's sold out on the website, it's sold out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there, I like we talk so much about backdooring. It's like that, and like how how trash it is. It's not a sense of like we're holding on to stock and doing you know uh doing care packages to people that we know are celebrities like that. It's literally you guys get what is there, and once it's gone, once the boxes are empty, they're empty.
Yeah, like the only people that we pull from the inventory to give them to early is myself, Chris, and Juan.
Yeah.
And after that, everything gets on the website. Some of my family members have quite a few pieces.
Hmm.
They didn't get lucky. I
Yeah.
didn't pull stuff on the side. You
Like my
know,
cousins finally hit the last drop, so yeah.
and that man, it's dope. It's cool to see, man. I'm thankful to still be in a position to where people don't take that negatively.
Yeah.
They don't feel a certain type of way, and those same people are able to spin it and speak positively
Hmm.
and say encouraging words that make us feel uh great about what we're doing and
Hmm.
make us want to do more.
Yeah. And it's for me like like Gabe, we've spoke about it before. Like it's just like it's a humbling aspect and like just a dope thing to see when you're out and you see Unlaced on
Hmm.
somebody, or somebody even just like having people uh doing things in our normal life, and just they just so happen to have our shirt on
Hmm.
or have our hoodie on or have our hat on or whatever. And I just that's to me is just dope. Like it's just cool. Like we our friend Gage, he on a story just randomly will just have the shirt on. It's nothing.
Hmm.
It's just dope for him to just be like, especially for the people in the crowd that he hangs around, to see him wearing our stuff around those people, and those people that have such a big voice, and like are the possibilities of them
All
being
it
like,
takes is
yo,
one, baby.
yeah,
All it takes is
like.
one.
And
Yeah.
so I want to, just like Gabe, I want to thank everybody that has purchased from us. Anybody that is going to be a new buyer, any
Mhm.
returning customers, we really appreciate, and we really thank you guys for everything that you guys have done, and give us the opportunity to be able to bring more stuff and go bigger every single time. And so with that, make sure that you guys do go check out unlaced.family. Um, Bookmark the website so that you guys always have it. You guys can just hit the shop tab. Everything will be there. Also, you guys can of course check out the podcast as well on the page. Anything that we got going on, you can always check out on the website. If there's no drops there, there's an episode there. If there's no episode there, I'm pretty sure we're working on a drop there. We're working on giving you guys more things to engage with on the website, so that you guys kind of like there's enough stuff to kind of bridge the gap between drops and episodes and all that stuff.
Mhm.
um but make sure you guys check it out on Unlaced.family. Hit us up anytime when you guys do buy. Make sure that you guys tag Unlaced X Threads on IG. Shout us out, let everybody know where you copped. If there's somebody to ask, don't be shy to let them know where you got your little drip from. Let's
Mhm.
we not hiding. We're not hiding clothes from people. If they ask you and they like your shirt, let them know where you got it. It helps us out. It makes us, it gets us to another person out there. Um, and so again, I am Chris. Thank you, Gabe. Uh, is there anything else that we need to get information on? Oh, thank you everybody that's listening. Sorry, everybody that's listening on all any streaming platform. Thank you guys for listening to us. Please make sure that you rate our podcast 5 stars. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like the video as well as subscribe. Helps us, get pushed up in the algorithm. So if you guys, anybody that likes sneakers or likes any type of talk like that, it gets us up on the recommended for them. Gets them on the
Mm-hmm.
suggested next videos, all that stuff. Make sure that you guys like, comment, let us know what you guys think. Anybody's watching at this point, let us know what your favorite piece was from the drop. Comment
Yes,
down below. Let
yes,
us know what you guys like
yes.
the most. Um, Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Any last thoughts?
Um, nah, man. I think we got a pretty in-depth episode. Like, um, kind of just pieced together. It was pretty
Yeah,
dope. It was pretty dope. Release wise, I got everything out. Um, but yeah, man. I hope you guys like the new stuff. I hope you know it is enough for the time being, and that you guys stick around to see the next drop, because I think the next drop will be, um, fingers crossed that it'll be some nice stuff.
yeah.
It'll be dope.
So thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys next week. And like Hondo said, wear your shoes.
Hey.